Assalamu alaikum. It's day 3. So right now I'm in the graveyard. So this graveyard is one of the oldest graveyard in our union. So 4 and 5 village dead Muslim people are buried this graveyard. So this graveyard is nowadays looks awesome and beautiful, and there is also some infrastructure was improved by different peoples, and this is one of them. There was a light setup and also the root structure. When there was no people, there was no any structure, there was no any development. At that time there was no any road, any there was also a ceiling route behind it, but nowadays the route is neat and clean. It's a man-made route and also the light. But if someone was buried at night, so it was the light was has to separate and also set up it and also connect the electricity. But nowadays this problem was solved because is this. So it was one of the historical, one of the important development infrastructure for this graveyard. So this is a huge length of graveyard, but before there was no, the half of this land was there, but due to some richest person helped and the people of this under this graveyard they helped too much during the two festival Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. So this is one of them. So right now you can see that behind me this is the tank. So it's provided by government, giving some money. So it helps me if you wanna, when you bury or when you make a bury for a dead person, so you need water. You can easily take here. You need to go, you should not go any place, anywhere, anytime. So this is another part. Still there is no buried here, it's an empty place. But in front of this side there are some number of buried, but most of the buried are given this area. So recently this is one of them buried here. It was buried some person. Even last 3 days ago a woman was buried this area. So there is 3 or 4 villages people, Muslim people, who are buried this graveyard. And this graveyard, as much as I know from my father's or grandfather's time, it was started. But before that there was no any specific people was buried in their houses. So I told you there is some persons or some buried here. This is one of these. So but most of the buried was given my right side. So how many persons are buried, there is no countable, it's uncountable. Still there is no any countable things. From my early life, my age is around 20. So this age I saw the lot of things, lot of persons, Muslim person were buried. Still they are buried this graveyard. So this graveyard easily you can say it's one of the oldest graveyard and one of the like core of graveyard, a core place for coming. So every person, every Muslim person has to come this graveyard once upon a time, and one day you will have to come this area. So also my grandfather's grandmother and other relationships, other person, they had to bury this place. So I will show one of them. My right side there is a bury, you can see it, the template was under the soil. So this is my grandmother's buried. He was buried, or he died from 5 years ago from this time. And still I came here when I get time, and when I get time I came here to pray for her and pray for other Muslim who were buried this place. And when some person suicide, or if some person suicide, they usually bury that area. This is one of the upper side, and nowadays I am seeing that, or I see or observe this. So the suicide person are buried also the behind side. This is a chance, but okay, I didn't mention a person. He is a khadim. So he gives this service around 20 years. For the last 20 years he never takes any salary, because he has no salary. He just gets his working percentage during two festivals, Eid ul-Fitr and Eid ul-Adha, and some few vacation uh, around in a year. So this is the Khadim. If Khadim hasn't come today, then I will show you. He is very pure person in his speaking, his moderate, in behavior. Overall, it's excellent. So this just my second third day challenge. I hope it helped me to develop my speaking. This is another new place I showed you uh, about my village graveyard. I hope this must help you to also speak better than me. Till that time, keep practicing, keep learning. I will come back another fourth challenge. Till that time, goodbye.